his past medical history and met with accident, fire accident, then I try to give few more points to you to write. Clear? If it is not written that way, it is written only 46. I think nothing was written, no?
Yes.
Okay? Write not available.
Okay.
But format should be like this only. Clear? Okay. Next is personal history. Okay? If I would have added, personal history, what are the personal history we know about? Smoking, drinking, diet. It's not, see, if I would have written non-smoker also, there is a very important thing which you have to remember. If he is a non-smoker and he has an inhalation injury, he will have a severe problem compared to non-smokers. Clear?
If he's a smoker and having
Definitely. See, if someone is already smoker and already got an inhalation injury, his prognosis will not be that good as of the one which is of same intensity burn. Okay?
Yes.
Same intensity injury. Clear? Okay. So, personal history. Personal history, yes, not relevant or not available. No? Same thing. We didn't write written in that patient is a non-smoker, diabetes, that and all. Not written, no? Okay. It may come in your exam. Patient known diabetic. Okay. Having a history, chronic smoker, met with accident, fire accident. Clear? You have to think then logic. Clear? Only mention whatever the information given in the question and few which is in your brain also say that okay, it can relate with this. Clear? Which are not relating, don't take. Okay? Right? Not available or not available. Clear? Okay. Now, family history. No, we don't know. It's also not mentioned. Okay? Otherwise, I would have added few more questions that, in burns we don't require family history. Do you require family history?
No.
If it is a pediatrics case, we require family history. Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, autism, runs in family, genetics, no? Clear? So burns case, we don't have any much of required with the family history. Clear? Then we get then we have a socio-economic history. Socio-economics is someone is rich, someone is poor, we have not mentioned in the case. If poor socio-economic status, he will have a lot of other problems. Financial, diet, no? Clear?
Yes.
You understand? Someone who is earning good, he can afford everything. The one who is earning less will have to have a struggle with the food also, no? Clear? That is the thing. Now, after that, now imagine, clear with that?
Yes.
So this completes the demographic data. After that, you have a subjective history. No? Subjective assessment. So whatever patient is saying, or you are gathering information from patient or patient family members, okay, that comes as a subjective. Objective means something which we are going to do now, okay, and which we can document also. See, these are all our stories, no?
Yes.
These are all stories, okay. I forgot to tell you about now here in history of present illness. Okay, when you have a pain, naturally he is having a pain. So if it is pain, you have to mention pain of history also. Okay, how much is the pain? Intensity. Clear? We do it here in subjective as well as in the objective also. Measure the pain. Clear? Okay. Now one guy. Okay, this is a guy. Weak is this, his legs. Okay, his upper arm. Here. Getting this?
Yes.
He is having a. Okay, it's like this. Not good. Okay, so facial ones. You can draw diagram also. Okay, if you are good. This is called matchstick diagram. He is having upper limb ones both. If you are not good with the full blow diagram, you can draw like this. It is how much? 9. This is very easy to get things if you get that. 9 plus 9? 18. Face?
9.
Okay. If it is completely involved, face and head,
18.
then 9. Okay?
Anterior and posterior.
It is 9 only, no?
Just anterior.
and this is 4.5 front,
Yes, yes,
4.5 back. Clear? So if this region is there, this is 4.5. Head and neck is in pediatrics is more.
In pediatric
Okay,
it's
in
9.
adults, see in adults 9, 2 9.
Yes.
How much? 27, 36 trunk, 36 both the legs. Clear?
Yes.
You know the rule of 9.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so it becomes 99. Okay, how many items? 1 9, second 9, third 9, 4 9 here. How many? 7 9s, 4 9s with the legs. 11 9, 11 9 into 99. One is genetic. Finish? Easy, no?
Yes.
Upper limb is double than the means lower limb is double than the upper limb. Clear? If you burn this much area, still you are how much? 9. If you burn this down, it is divided not like front back. If you have a front, if entire front is burned, again 9. Thigh is burned and down you say. Okay? Full thigh is burned, again 9. You understand? Okay? It is like 4.5, 4.5. Okay? For superior, inferior, front and back. Clear? Okay? If you are cutting the body into anterior posterior, then 9 9. Okay? If you are cutting up and down in the lower limb, 9 9. Clear?
Yes.
That's the way. Clear? Okay.
It's like doctor, the thigh is anterior thigh for and hand.
If only
posterior.
anterior thigh, if it is mentioned only anterior thigh, if it is okay, then how much? 4.5.
Yes.
Clear, no? It is logic. Clear?
Yes.
So if don't write it means anterior thigh, leg is pair, okay? So it will be 4.5 only surface area. Rule of 9. Clear? Understand?
Yes, doctor.
So that right. See now in this guy, if I would have told complete, so we have told completely involved. Okay? I forgot because head actually this is called head and neck. This entire is called head and neck. So if it is face, the back side is not involved. Head. Okay? If it is said head and neck involved, then it is complete. Okay? So face is always the anterior part of this. We say we do this side face. No,
No, no.
face is always front. No? Okay? So 9 plus 9 plus 4.5. How much? 22.5. Don't keep in mind that I gave 22 because I missed 20. 0.5 is important also there. Okay? If you give 22.5, that means you are not exact. You know the rule. Okay? So you got the marks for this also. Okay? Okay. Now think about this is a guy. He is burnt.
Okay.
What other things will be there? And he is in ICU. So please see burns. When you have burns naturally, what are the things? Second degree burns. You will have blisters. You should go now your theory note.
Yes.
Okay. So second degree burns will have a redness, blisters. No, you remember what? Like this blisters will come out of the skin.
Yes.
No, if you this is how there will be blisters opening. Well, no.
Like ectropion.
That's why you will identify second degree burn always as a blisters. Clear? See the picture in your burns PowerPoint. You'll find it. Okay? So that has to keep here. Okay? That's why otherwise second degree burn mentioning is no you use if you are not able to relate it. Okay? So you'll have a redness, blisters over the face and upper lip. Okay? Because we didn't say no lower limb is involved. It's only upper limb, so it will be in that area only, burns area. Okay? Second is rule of 9, already told you about 25. Area of burn. See, one we are observing, which is the degree. Okay, there are a few more things. Patient is conscious, unconscious. No? Patient sometimes will be conscious, sometimes he will be heavily sedated due to pain. Okay, acute burn, immediately brought in the hospital. They have to, if he is in too much of pain, see second degree burn, might have anesthetized. You have to look at level of consciousness, alertness. No? GCS, remember?
Yes, yes.
Glasgow Coma Scale. Actually, that is also required here. Clear? Okay? But think now he is your patient. He has been intubated for this. He is on a ventilator. He is in ICU. Okay? Have you visited ICU anytime?
Yes.
You visited ICU? Have seen? No. You visited? Have you seen somewhere in the movies or TVs? I see nowadays every day you will see
دخلت
corona.
العناية. دخلت العناية.
No, 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 no
لا
problem.
أقصد رحت شفت. ما احنا رحنا مع السنين الماضية.
No, no, in COVID-19 you are seeing in the TV news, no? In COVID-19 you are seeing in TV news there was so much about ventilator and all, no? People are in hospital. So think now. This is called logical thinking. What I am telling is just an observation. Okay? We are not, we are only observing. What are observation finding? He is a burns patient, he is in ICU, he is on a ventilator. Now think what other things will be there with him. There will be a monitor, okay, which will monitor his heart rate. No? Heart rate.
Little science.
There will be the blood pressure measure. No? In that you have a SBP and DBP. That is still the blood pressure will be there here. Clear? Then SpO2, oxygen status. Clear? These three will be mandatory there. Heart rate, one more, respiratory. Clear? Now think someone is burnt recently and he is conscious. Okay? What are the things he will have? He will have pain. Due to pain, what are the things will increase? Heart rate will increase, respiratory rate will increase. Okay? You don't mention how much, but you say that patient is having a tachycardia, tachypnea. Okay? BP will be also high. The BP in burns, there are two probabilities. You have to write both. Okay? If too much of blood loss or plasma loss, BP will be low. Hypertension. If anxiety, fear, blood loss is, burns is not of that severe, anxiety, fear will increase your BP. No? So you have two scenarios. If excessive blood loss or excessive plasma loss due to burns will have a low BP. That is called, if he is having low BP, he is in a stage of shock.
Excuse me.
Yes. Okay? In burns we say about shock, septic shock, burn shock, hypovolemic shock.
Yes.
Okay? So if his BP is low, he is in a case, he is unconscious, he is in a state of a shock. Clear? So that BP will give you idea about what is your patient status. Clear? Okay? Okay. So you understood this?
Yes.
Okay? So this is called vitals. Vitals. Checkered vitals. There you see in the monitor. Okay? Vitals. So vitals are observed as heart rate, respiratory rate, okay, BP, blood pressure, plus SpO2. SpO2, oxygen status. Okay, because he has a inhalation injury. Clear? If inhalation injury is not there, then think not. SpO2 is not important. Still other things are important. Okay? Now, say if someone is burned, how his face will look, how he will look, he will be in too much of pain. Imagine, see this is called imagination. Okay? So someone is burned, he is in too much of pain, grade 2, because level 2, degree 2.
Yes.
Okay? So you saw blisters, you saw he is in too much of pain, you want to document that. Okay? See, we are not giving a real case, we are giving a hypothetical case. So you have to bring whatever logic comes into mind. Okay? So he will be anxious, apprehensive, severe pain, second degree burn. No? Okay. Now he is having facial burns. So now you are going to check out, and we are saying that he is having an inhalation injury. So looked at the burns, facial area, nasal burns, days. You know about when you fire something, if your hair burns, you know how it looks?
Yes, yes.
No? Burnt hair.
Yes.
So it will be there with the nasal hairs also. Okay? Okay. Next is, if he is on a ventilator, you mention about there are three types of tube. One tube is going through nose. Okay? So, see, nose and nasal tubes can be going for a food also. If it is yellow color or it is a thin color, okay, it is a nasogastric tube for a stomach feeding, because he cannot feed through mouth. Okay? Or he will have IV lines. See, imagine he is a burns case, so naturally he will be in IV lines, ICU. Okay? He is on a ventilator. If he is on a ventilator, where is the tube kept? It is kept in the nose, is it kept in the mouth, or is it kept here? You will get all the scenarios. If patient, see, his mouth is too much of burned or nose is also too much burned, these routes are closed. Okay, and he is finding it difficult to breathe. They have to create a hole here. That is called tracheostomy. If hole is here, the tube is coming from here. It is called tracheostomy tube. If it is going through mouth, it is called endotracheal tube, through oral. Then there is a nasotracheal tube through the nose, but that should go for oxygen.
Yes.
So if it is
Yes.
attached with the ventilator, it is purely for oxygen. Clear? Okay? Or it is connected with oxygen source, then it is surely going to the lungs. If it is not connected, it is only hanged like this open. Okay? So it is for the stomach. Observing. See, we are observing the patient. Clear? See, this will be there, no? What we are observing is whatever there is in the patient. So now he will have a tube. There will be a ventilator. If it is written that he has been on a inhalation injury, he is on a
Under.
oxygen therapy for a ventilator. Okay? So yes, he is on a ventilator setting. He is having endotracheal tube. Tubes are also secured. He will have then you have infusers, IV lines, burns, no? If it is a mild burn, there is no infusion required. But this is the case of 22%, this second degree burn. It is again come as a severity. You know about severity of burns, no? Even so if it is third degree burn with 10% also, more than 10%, patient required to be hospitalized. Clear? It comes under severe burn if it is 10%, 10 to 15% also. Okay? But if it is first degree burn, then see if it is only 20% also, not required hospitalization. Clear? Okay? According to. So now what are the things which we will be seeing is IV lines. Actually, I thought there will be duster here. Okay? So what are the things will be there? IV lines. Okay? So IV lines will be either from the upper limb, lower limb, central lines. Clear? Will be there, no? Will be there, no?
Yes.
Because fluid resuscitation will be going. Okay? Then next you can see is catheter, because if he is too much he is on a ventilator, he cannot go himself out for urine. Okay? So there will be urinary catheters because he is hospitalized, he is in a ICU, he is on a ventilator. Clear? So you will go next time and you will visit, observe what are the things are there. Clear? Okay? So these were things will be there. In addition to that, see, when you are seeing he is on a ventilator, you write, see, in that case you write he is on a ventilator, he is on a oxygen support through mechanical ventilator. Clear? He is on a mask. Write about then he is on a mask, oxygen therapy through mask. Okay? You understand it? Or sometimes there is a nasal prongs. Nasal prongs. Okay? Nasal prongs will be like this. Like this. There is a tube which will be in the nasal pathway. You will understand. This is nose. There will be two this. Okay? So whatever you are observing, that will be going to mention. See, if I have mentioned he is on a mechanical ventilation, then you write about he is having endotracheal or tracheostomy tube and is connected with the ventilator. Clear? Don't go into setting. This is UG undergraduate, not required. But yes, ventilator is there, so it will be visible in the ICU. No? Clear? Okay. Now, if it is burns, what are the things others will be seeing? Is the area will not be kept open, no? There will be dressings.
Yes.
No? You know, dressing will be there, he will be positioned. There will be various type of splints. No? So you are going to mention that. Upper limb burn. What are the, see, it is completely involved. Something will be for shoulder, keep it 90 degree. Elbow extended, elbow flex should not be flexed. If it is flexed, if it is in this area burn, it will go for, you understand it. Then functional position of hand, remember? No? Like this. If you remember about this, fingers extended. Okay? A slight flex, they will keep a functional splint. Clear? This is the position. Wrist should not be a drop. Okay? It's in a neutral position or slightly extended. Clear? Okay? So this angulation you have to 10 degree. If you remember about, there is something about neutral position of the fingers, or sometimes there are two types of position they keep. Either keep in this position or they keep in this position. Clear? Okay? Mention the splint. Dynamic splints, static splints, all kind of splints will be there. Okay? Wrist drop splints, keeping the hand in a neutral position. Functional, say functional hand splint. Clear? Elbow extended this, Then you have they keep a foam. Okay. Then aeroplane splints, that air splints are there. So these kind of things. So you'll be in a positioning. Other thing, dressing. Wrap, no, it will not be kept open. This will be, he will have a dressing over area, facial also they'll cover. Okay. And sometimes they keep them in a tent so that they are not exposed to the outside atmosphere. Clear? Please remember these points you are mentioning. You are doing good. Okay, it is just observing. You are observing. We are not doing anything here in this step. Okay. Next is, do you know about whenever there is a burn, there will be swelling? Edema also will be there, no? You are observing the blisters as well. You will see the, these are swollen. Edema also will be there or not? In second degree and first degree burns, there will be surely edema. Clear? No? Why? Because it is inflammation. Skin is intact, so it is not coming out anything. There is no space to come out. No, it is within the skin itself. Clear? Edema, very important. So edema will be of the facial edema, arm edema will be there. Okay, but sometime due to dressing and all, it has been covered. But mention, because you will come to know sometime fingers and all will be out. They will be more swollen than the normal areas. Clear? Edema also will be present. So these are few things. Splints, head and neck splint, how he has been positioned. Okay. This is imaginary things. We are not dealing with the real case, we are dealing with hypothetical. Okay. Next is you are going to palpate. No? Now you are going to touch the patient. Now all the things which you observed was this. So you are seeing he will be on there will be on the side of the patient, there will be some certain infusion. Which infusion pumps? And right here, infusion pumps. Okay? These all things is my experiences. I worked for 4.5 years on the topmost plastic surgeon of my country. Okay? He was the president of Plastic Surgery Association of India. With whom, so you'll be seeing the infusion pump. What is this infusion pump? Painkillers. This is, there will be like this. There will be a syringe, big syringe. Okay? And there will be a machine which will give a drop by drop. Okay? So like 10 ml per hour. So if you say 10 ml, can we hold it for like this and just deliver? There will be a machine, there will be setting in there. Okay? So that keep on drop by drop sending the drugs out. Clear? This is done by this way, or you know that hanging infusion this, in that only they will inject. Okay? So that will contain the drugs, normal saline, hypotonic saline, okay, or glucose. Clear? When patient is not able to eat and he is not allowed to eat also, means giving the food through this GIT. Okay. In that case, because see, if they vomit, it will come in that, it will choke there. Clear? So sometimes only the nutrition is only through the drugs. Okay, parenteral nutrition we say about through IV lines. Clear? The patient has been kept nil per oral. Clear? Then you will not see the Ryle tubes also. Clear? Okay. Done. Next is you are going to touch the patient. Now you are going to assess now by touching what are the things we can do. Edema, we can check. Pitting, non-pitting edema. We can check the range of motions. First we will check active and passive movements, the possible known. Active and passive, if he is conscious, naturally you ask the patient to do the activity. If moves also, mention that one. Slight movements are there, no movements are there. No? Okay? Or it's splint, it's already fixed, so it cannot move. But sometimes you will be able to see some small movement. He can lift the arms. Okay? So these all things is going to be there. When you are touching, what are the things which you can check? If he is conscious, touch, when you observe wherever you are touching, whether he is feeling more pain or not. Pain. Touch will give us temperature, means how is the warmth. But in this case, already it is in one case, we don't touch, okay, with the bare hand, gloves required. Palpate, okay, check the ranges, is good. Okay, these are few things. Pulses, rapid and regular. Generally, if it is in ICU, it is already showing the
monitor.
On a monitor, okay, not required. But it will tell you about heart rate, it will say about heart rhythms also in this, but it will not tell you the strength of the pulses. Okay, so So when we palpate, you can come to know whether it is strong pulse, it is weak pulse. Because see, if there is too much of fluid loss, okay, then the pulses will be weak. Why it will be weak? Because see, your pulse strength is only depending on how much blood is there in our flowing through the blood vessel. Okay, if person has lost too much of blood, the pulses will be weak. Clear? Okay, so so these are things which you palpation does. Now next is checking the ranges. Okay, so first you have to check hypermobility of the limbs. Naturally it is burnt and is completely burnt. Second degree, so there is the skin tone is gone. So the limbs will be too much of
mobility.
Okay. When you are going to check, you have to remove out the splints. You are allowed if you are a ICU therapist. Clear? You can check because naturally, accordingly, only you are going to plan. Clear? Okay. How, when you are going to assess the depth of degree of burns, when the patient dressing is going on and you are also present in the ICU. You cannot open it, okay, I want to see how much is the burn. Only when you are inside the ICU and they are doing a dressing. Sisters will do dressing, no? They'll open that time you can see the extent of burn. So your assessment will go in a step-by-step manner, in a real life scenario. Clear? So this is a clinical subject, how it is going. Now, you are going to check about, because by touching only we are checking the ranges, you can use goniometry that time. Okay? Active, if it is too much of pain, you know how when you are going to assess that, when patient is already, you should coordinate with the drugs. When the patient is given the pain medication and you know about the mechanism of action when it will be low, pain. Okay? That time you go ask the patient to do and do the range of motion. Clear? Yes. Now, then after, then you check whether it's upper limb, lower limb, facial movement, all these things. Okay? Check. How you will check the face? Ask him to open the mouth. Okay? Mouth opening, these are important things. Mouth opening, side to side movements, if face, neck movements. Clear? Okay. Facial movements. Okay. So this is your part of you have to assess facial movements.
Yes.
Is it not a part of assessment? Yes, it is a part of it. So say patient say, okay, blow something, okay, breathe deep, so nasal, so facial movement, right? Facial movement assessment. Clear? Then if you write blowing, okay, moving the jaw, front back, raising eyebrows, additional point for you, okay? You get it?
Yes.
If you are not writing, just writing a facial movements also will be okay. Clear? Because face is involved. Next is auscultations. Then another thing which was mentioned is the inhalation injury. Okay? So what are the things which you are going to assess in the inhalation injury is auscultation. Now take a step, check the respiratory sound, okay? And also check the cardiac if you want to check, okay? Clear? So what are the things which you will be observing when you say inhalation burns is a coarse crackles. What is the crackles? You know about
Sound.
You drink this juices with the straw.
Yes.
Sometimes you blow it out. What kind of sound comes?
Yes,
If you
sir.
blow out, that but sound will come. While water, no? This is called crackles. Why is it? Whenever we are breathing in and out, or it is going through ventilators also, the air will move. Okay? Air will move. So our lungs are like a balloons. So if there is a secretion, whenever air is coming, with that secretion, the fluid will also move. That creates a sound. That is called crackles. Okay?
Indicate edema, doctor? Indicate lung
Due to pulmonary edema, pulmonary secretion. There are two things which happen in the burns cases. See, if they are on a ventilator, pneumonia is most common. Okay? And edema, already told. Inhalation injury has edema. No? Sign of inhalation injury is patient will be normal now. If someone burned now, okay, after some time you'll be finding out he will start breathing, labored breathing, because initially that edema will not come, no. Okay, if it is immediate, see you are immediate first contact there at the accident site, patient will not feel, okay, but you will be finding about if you suspect inhalation injury, give him oxygen immediately. Clear? By looking at facial burns, seeing the hair, okay? Though his saturation is good, still he has to be given oxygen. Why? Because the edema takes time to develop. Okay, so it may take 4 to 6 to 8 to 10 hours. Clear? Okay, so you want to wait him to intubate it, better to keep him oxygen and keep the cold air, send the cold air so that lungs will get no damage. Clear? But the patient is kept for under observation, okay, and watching then you keep on regular auscultation, okay, then oxygen status, okay, has to be monitored. If it is fine, then he need to go for a ventilator, he will be free, okay. If he is worsening, his oxygen saturation is falling down, he is breathing, labored breathing, okay, and your auscultation heard the crackles and all, naturally he is a case of pure inhalation injury and required to be artificial oxygen, okay, not a regular room air oxygen. Clear? So now we have already mentioned he is already inhalation injury, okay, so he will have a pulmonary edema, okay, so due to this, okay. Then naturally when there is a fluid, so we generally when we auscultate with the stats, we check the air entry, okay. So naturally air entry, when there is a water inside or edema inside, the air entry will be low, okay. So these are the words which you are going to write it. A low air entry, crackles will be heard. Clear? Next is, then after this you see, now you observed, you took range of motions, you took everything. Clear? Now next is what? Next is check out any investigation which has done, that you cannot get from patient. Now you have to see the files, records, okay. So what are the things which you are going to look is, look for blood count, okay, hemoglobin level, RBC level, leukocyte, that is a complete blood count, okay. Why it is important? See, if we increase WBC, infection is there or inflammation is there. Clear? Second, naturally there is a burns, platelets will be increased for healing.
Yes.
No? Increased platelets, this is common things. Okay? Hemoglobin, if it is excessive fluid loss or blood loss, the hemoglobin will be low. Clear? Okay? If your hemoglobin is low, whatever you do, oxygen status is not going to improve. Okay? So they have to give him something with the iron supplement also with the fluid. Clear? Clear? Because see, we cannot or he has to be given blood with RBCs. Okay? They give different type of blood transfusion as there. There is one is pure RBC transfusion. This guy is fit. If his hemoglobin is low, okay, it cannot improve within 1 or 2 days by giving iron, no? So he has to be given blood with hemoglobin, RBC. Okay? There is plasma, we infuse plasma, blood group, blood donation is of multiple type. Only RBCs, only plasma, whole blood and RBCs. Clear? Clear? So this guy, if his hemoglobin is low, required a RBC infusion. Okay? These are important things. Look at lab investigation also. Sometimes they will send the specimen and all. Is there any generally the burns cases are very much prone for multibacterial infections, fungal infection, bacterial infection. All these things reports also required to be checked out. Clear? Okay. Then find out chest X-ray. Chest X-ray will give you idea about how is this lung status. Okay? Inhalation injury mandatorily require the chest X-ray to be seen. Okay? Hospital doctor will be there for sure, because patient is the inhalation injury case. Surely there will be X-ray available. Clear? Okay. So look for any what we says about what is this? Opaque, no? Lens, goggles you wear.
What?
Sunglasses you wear, no?
Yes.
So is it that we can see clearly from outside to inside?
Yes, like
It is slight opaque. It is not transparent, no? Okay. Now this gloves is opaque. Okay. So this is called homogeneous. So you will see like this, because normally lungs area should appear black because of air. No? It should appear dark, no? Have you seen X-ray any time?
Yes,
Chest
yes.
X-ray. See, air will not absorb the X-ray radiation, so it will be black. Bone absorb maximum amount of X-ray radiation. That's why it is appear brightest among the. Fat is somewhere grey. Fluid also will be grey. Clear? But when there is too much of secretion, that will appear like this, opaque. instead of black in the lungs, it will appear like this. Okay, it can be completely black, it can be patches. Okay, pneumonia, you remember about pneumonia? For two types. One is the bronchopneumonia, one is the lobar pneumonia. No, lobar pneumonia means entire area is white. Bronchopneumonia means patches, some white spots will be seen in lung areas. Okay, bronchopneumonia.
Yes, yes.
So these are few examples I am just giving. So like that only, if it is appearing this pulmonary edema, entire lungs are appearing opaque pulmonary edema, because this is first suspicion. If patient is somewhere, he is on 5-6 days, 7 days on a ventilator, maybe the edema has resolved, but he is still having a secretion. Clear? Maybe pneumonia also. I will tell you about burns case doesn't die due to burns. They dies due to
Complication.
infections or septicemia or respiratory. Okay? Very poor prognosis of patient who has a respiratory involvement. Clear? Clear with this?
Yes.
Okay. Now, okay. In addition to that, look at the patient, this medical management. What are the drugs going on for patient? Okay. So now you will be finding about what are the things he will be. Patient will be on a fluid resuscitation. He will be on an anti-edema therapy, because edema, we saw edema also. Okay. I don't know how good your pharmacy is there. Pharmacy, there is a subject pharmacy also.
Yes.
No?
Pharmacology.
Okay. So fluid resuscitation will be normal saline or ringer lactate solutions, whatever is given. Okay. And nutrients also. Sodium, potassium, all these things will be there mixed. Okay. Next, anti-edema therapy, there is called something is called mannitol, or they give, even saline is also used for reducing the edema. Clear? Then antibiotics, very important. Patient will be surely, burns case, patient with such extent of burns will be always on an antibiotic therapy. Okay? Whether he has infection or doesn't have. Why? Because something is called prophylactic. What do you mean by prophylactic? Something to prevent the infection
Yes,
to
yes.
happen. He will be surely on that. Okay? Then he will be on analgesics and anesthetics. Pain, no? You're understanding?
Yes.
So if he is on analgesics, that also you have to, because you have to record that he is on medication history. It can come here, it can also be recorded in a medication history, current medication history. Okay? In this, that subjective assessment also. In objective also you can take. Alright? Oxygen therapy, because he is on a ventilator or whatever. So these are the things which is also we observed. You understand?
Yes.
I am not missing anything of the hospital, real life scenario. Clear? So this finishes everything. Now what are the things which we are going to do? Okay? So physiotherapy management. Assessment over, everything is over. You can take this paper, okay, if you want. Okay? There are, see, now management I have not elaborated much. Okay? But for 15 marks, I feel that this will cover your 2-3 pages easily. No? Okay, it is already there in Blackboard also uploaded. Okay? Burns case in PDF. So it is a 2 pages thing. Right? Now, this is how we do. Now we assess the patient. What does doctor do? All the cases, took history, is all problems, all investigation. Now he want to prescribe medication. No? Depending on the problem. Now, problem list and goal of treatment. In ICU, what are the problem list? Airway management, because he is on a ventilator, we have to take care of the rest. No? What are things which we do for airway management? If he is conscious, deep breathing exercises. If he is not on a ventilator. If he is on a ventilator, don't write. Okay? If I have already mentioned he is on a ventilator, don't write breathing exercise. How will do breathing exercise? He is on a tube, no? Okay? So that time, what is our role is? Taking care of chest, postural drainage, modified postural drainage. Okay? Okay? And airway suctioning. Because we see sometimes we cannot do percussion vibration. I told you about it is a severe one. Okay? And it's not healed. If you do this, what will happen? It will damage, no? Severe burns in the thoracic area is contraindicated for percussion vibration. Positioning you can do. Okay? And positioning will not be a standard like, no? It has to be kept as the modified postural drainage. Okay?
Okay.
Then we do a suctioning with the sisters. Okay, endotracheal suctioning after putting the patient in.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Clear?
Yes.
Next is upper limb and facial bones already say. Now you can see the positioning, and also now we have a problem list. Okay, he is having a facial bone, he is having a upper limb bone. Clear? Next is, so for managing that, how we'll do proper positioning and splinting in a functional position. No?
Yes.
Okay. Now you mention about how he has to keep elbow extended, internal rotation, external rotation, hand functional things. Clear?
Yes.
Splints used. Here you have to mention about how much, you cannot keep the degrees out. Okay? So degrees has to be remembered, because you are in an exam, you have to remember how you have to keep. Clear? Okay? Mention few points. Don't go to too much of detail. Okay? Just say that in this position, how you are going to position pillows or whatever, splints, that foam, It's not always pillow is required, with foam also the position. Clear? Okay. So using with the help of this positions, then other is your proper position, okay, neck position, and then remember he has a neck also problem. Okay? Then splinting over. Do you remember facial, that tent, oral things, if it has a facial bone, do not forget that. Okay? Oral, opening that devices. Okay? Then remember oxygen tent here. Okay? Then how to keep this eyes closed, they'll suture it down, no? Okay? Or you can apply your tape also if it is there. Or something, sometime what they do is,
Bandage.
that cotton
Yes.
not swab, the dressing, no? They make it wet with the saline
Like eye patch.
and keep it. Eye bands, okay? So they can keep in that way. Clear? So this also has to be mentioned. Clear? Don't only mention only upper lip, but the face also has to mention. Okay? And naturally, when person is having a front one, so neck should be kept slightly extended. Okay? Slightly extended. If you keep like this, it will heal like this. What will happen? It will be like this only. Okay? Okay? So keep in a functional position, because this area is not burned. So it has to be kept extension, because this movement can be easily achieved, but this movement required to have a free. If it is more, no problem. It should not be less, no? If it is like this, or is it fine? It's okay, no problem, no? It is long. Because still you can move it front and back, no? If it is like this fused, then it will be like this, it is a disability, no?
Yes.
Clear, no? Okay. Next is then we do a passive or active assist. First, advise the patient to move himself. Check out how much he is able to move. Okay? He is able to move himself, it's well and good, always good. Active should be always encouraged. But if he is not able to move, give your help. He is partially able to move, or somewhat movement is there. But then it becomes active assisted. If he is not at all moving, then what is? Passive.
Passive.
Remember, no?
Yes.
If not at all moving, passive. So you write active, active assisted, and
Yes.
passive. Okay? That's all. Clear? Because this is one of the part to maintain the joint integrity, no?
Yes.
Positioning and movements will help keep the joints in a functional position. Clear? Then, once patient is stable, okay, and out of ventilatory support. Now he is in ICU. He has come out of the ventilation or ventilatory support. Make him sit, make him walk. Okay? If you remember the lecture of things of a theory, whether it is upper limb burn or lower limb burn,
Have to.
ambulation is mandatory. Do not keep a patient on a bed. Okay? As early as he will start moving, he will go out of the ICU very fast. Clear?
Okay.
Ambulation is in both mandatory. Upper limb, lower. Only in thing is lower limb burns, we have to be cautious. You remember? If it is full tendon exposed, contraindicated. You have to write, no, that. Remember? That's why lower limb burns. If someone is getting, these are the points. If tendons are exposed, it is contraindicated. Okay? If buttonhole is there, with support and with, this is called points to be get the marks, good marks. Okay? If it is buttonhole, that means only small. The tendon
With
is
support.
exposed, but not completely exposed.
With support.
With support means with splint and all, or you keep a crab bandage and do that. Clear? I forgot. Then we have edema management, active movements or toe movement, edema, elevations.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes.
That is part of positioning as well as the You have to mention edema because edema is also one of the problems. No? We noticed on our observation. So that is also problem listing. Okay, write about that.
Okay.
Compression garments. Okay, compression garments. That is grab bandages, elevations will help out. And the patient self movement, voluntary or active movement. Clear? Now, he is out of this. Now, early ambulation must be started. Diaphragmatic breathing because he is out of ventilator. Now, you have to increase this. So, you can use incentive spirometer as well as deep breathing. Clear?
Clear.
Okay. After discharge from hospital, now he has gone home. He is discharged from hospital. Okay. You brought him. He is able to walk outside. He is now fine. And now wounds also has healed. Now they'll send him home. No, they'll not keep in hospital. Okay. After that, he will come. What are the things now? Now you have a scar. To prevent hypertrophic scar, keloid scar. Okay. And joints should not go for stiffness. What are the things we are going to do? You are going to teach them exercises. You are going to do ultrasounds and all ultrasounds and wax therapy to soften the scars. There your electrotherapy and all will come.
Okay.
Clear? Along with exercise. Clear? That's all.
Finished.
Okay, so functional training naturally this will start, functional training will start in ICU as well as the out of the ICU and after going from home. Okay, coming back. So you will train them with hand burns, this is there, grasping things. Clear? Sometimes plain. These are things. Yes, yes.
Finished, doctor?
Okay.